Hello again. Today I think we're going to make some biscuits. So we're going to need the following ingredients. Butter, pre-softened obviously, some caster sugar, some self-raising flour and a load of chocolate. So the first thing we're going to do is get a bowl on a pair of scales. We're now going to take our softened butter and measure out 4 ounces. And next of all, we're just going to beat it to soften the butter down even more. Once your butter's gone nice and soft, it's time to measure out the sugar. We only need 2 ounces of caster sugar and only 5 ounces of self-raising flour. Again, with a fork, try and beat the whole mixture together. Now, after beating, your mixture should be reduced to crumbs, like so. The next thing we're going to do is ditch the fork and go right in. I really hate using my hands for this sort of thing, but I suppose we'll have to give it a try. So I just keep grabbing large clumps of mixture and squeezing it, and just basically letting it drop again. And if you just keep doing this for 2 or 3 minutes, magically a dough will form. The dough that is biscuit dough. And there we are, after a couple of minutes we have our ball of dough. Here we are, in old tennis. Preheat your oven. Oven temperature. Today we're going to go with 180 degrees or 160 fan assisted. Right, and with the oven preheating, we need to fetch some baking trays. Now, I don't have proper baking tins, I've got these weird things made of silicone, but I'm still going to grease them anyway, just in case. Okay, so please grease your tins. This is them. Now, with your ball of dough, we're going to break it up into lots of little tiny balls. You can choose whatever size you want, however big your biscuits want to be, however big you want your biscuits to be. I've gone for about this size. Potato! Try and give them quite a bit of space between each of the biscuits, probably a good maybe 5 centimetres either side. Okay, by the way, the camera kept sliding down, so sorry if the picture's been a bit but don't worry, I've got a clever solution. I've balanced it on the back of an orange. Anyway, the next step is to get a mug of water and a clean fork. Then all we're going to do is just dunk the fork in water and then push down on the biscuits to turn them from being a ball into more being a biscuit shape. You don't have to push them down too far, they will subside a little while they're in the oven. So here are some biscuits that I've got. So here we are, ready to go in the oven. Let's go. Into the oven. And into the oven. And into the oven. And into the oven. And into the oven. You are going to edit that bit, right? Boom! The biscuits are in the oven. These are going to take about 15 minutes. So come back and check in 15 minutes, and then when they're lightly golden, take them out the oven and leave to cool. In the meantime, we've got 15 minutes. I don't know what we do in 15 minutes. Are you an inventor? Or are you a discoverer? So welcome back to the kitchen. I've been away for 15 minutes and the biscuits should be about done. Here we are, my first batch. Now the biscuits, they look soft, they don't look done. And that is what you have to remember, okay? Biscuits don't look done when they come out of the oven, they have to be left. Don't be tempted to put them back in the oven for another 20 minutes or whatever. They'll just burn and be disgusting. Just leave them out, let them chill, and everything will be okay. If you're really looking for something to do, I recommend getting out some baking paper to pop the biscuits on when they are cool. And I told you, after a couple of minutes, your biscuits would be cool and therefore hard. And that's exactly what's happened. You may now remove them from the trays and place them on your baking paper. And the next thing I'm going to do is prepare my second batch. With them turned into biscuit shapes, into the oven. So they're going to take another 15 minutes, so if you really wanted to, you could go and do something else. But there is a rather important job we should start doing now. Don't forget, these biscuits need to go through a process of something that I like to call chocolatification. And that is just the process of putting chocolate on stuff and making it better. Great! So get some chocolate and a bowl. Well, here's some chocolate, and here's a bowl. So about how much chocolate you need, it depends on how many biscuits you're making. This recipe should do 36. And of course, how much you like chocolate. I really like chocolate, so I'm doing about, we'll start with 300 grams. Right, I'm going to melt the chocolate in the cheap, fast way of the microwave. If you haven't got a microwave, then why haven't you got a microwave? But if you haven't got a microwave, you can always do it over hot water. Now, there is a risk of using the microwave in which it is a cheat. And whereas when you cheat at something, there is a risk. You've got to make sure you turn the power down from 100% to 50%. If you put it on 100%, it's going to burn. So chocolate in the microwave at half power only. If you forget that, that's like, you know, you may as well have just gone and bought some biscuits in the supermarket. But where's the skill in that? Right, let's start melting. And don't leave the spoon in. Ding! Here we are. Lovely molten chocolate. Look at that. Gorgeous. Beautiful sight. At this point, you might want to get some more baking paper out for your extra biscuits. Here we are. Batch number 2 is ready. Now, you're all excited. I'm excited. We're all excited. But resist, resist, resist. The biscuits need to chill. So chill. And there we are. After a couple of minutes, they are ready to come out the tins. So hop them out. It's up to you how you want to chocolatify your biscuits. I'm just going to put a big dollop of chocolate on each and every one. And because I'm a chocoholic, yeah, I'm going to do some more chocolate. Okay, and with the extra chocolate, let's dollop it on the remaining biscuits. And here we are. I have finally completed my mission of the day, although the chocolate is still very molten, so I'm going to leave it for... So I'm going to leave these for a couple of hours and then we'll come back and try one. In fact, actually, you can't see the biscuits, can you? I'll show you the biscuits now. So here's the delicious biscuits. They're not uniform, they're not pretty or perfect, but they are going to be delicious. So, many hours of chilling have passed. It's now the middle of the night and there's a storm brewing. Anywho, let's try these biscuits. There is far too much chocolate on that. It should be incredible. That is so chocolatey. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any comments, if you've got any suggestions for other things you want me to bake, please leave them down below in the comments or tweet me. Links in the description. And thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Goodbye.